Yo, 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 yo. Great team, great team, great team. We're rolling in here, man. Some would argue this is the greatest club side of all time. Some would argue that, that this team that I believe won the treble. I think this was the treble winning team. That this team is the greatest club side of all time. The Barcelona 08-09 team. It was an amazing team. This was an amazing team, and I think what made them so amazing was their dominance. Their dominance was what made this team so flipping amazing. And you've got to start with Pep Guardiola. Who was this dude? Dude came in, was also of course the actually I really remembered when Pep played. I really fully remembered when he played. Decent midfielder, coaching the B team, came in, was tasked with ushering a new era. First thing he does is he gets rid of Ronaldinho. To get rid of Ronaldinho, that's madness. That is completely that is just insane. That is just insane. Bringing up Busquets and so forth, and he was like, you know what? I'm going to implement what my footballing godfather taught me, Johan Cruyff, and I'm going to tweak it and refine it for this Barcelona team. So when you look at the team, I mean, in Valdez, I've never rated Valdez because I've always said that, look, man, the team kept the ball so much, we never really saw how good Valdez was. But every time he had to come, he made a save. He made quality saves. So I'll give him that every time that he was called upon, he did make amazing saves. So I will give him that. This was Piqué at his best. Remember, Piqué moving from United where he was still learning his trade. This was where Piqué was considered one of the best defenders in the world. Puyol, this was Puyol at his peak. Remember, Puyol was a Barcelona stalwart. He was there since the Clivert, Figo, Rivaldo days. But I think Puyol, this is when Puyol really came as his own and was truly the leader and the captain of the side. Dani Alves from Sevilla. This is when he established himself as, no, this is the best right back in the world. What this guy does on that flank, offensively, how he adds to the attack, and how he just makes Barcelona's attack much more four-dimensional was absolutely out of this world. Abidal as well. Stalwart, quality, dependable, consistent left back, because Abidal, again, amazing to do defensively. Dani Alves, amazing going forward. So they had that tit for tat on both flanks. I mean, look, man. Like, Xavi and Iniesta, bro. I mean, dude never lost the ball. Xavi never lost that freaking ball. And Xavi was the most important member of Pep's system. If I had to choose one person who was the most important player, it was Xavi. Because remember, Pep was a central midfielder. Xavi is a central midfielder. Pep's system was about, we must keep possession on the ball and control the tempo of the game. Nobody did that better than Xavi. Xavi set the tone for every game that Barcelona played, so he was entirely crucial. And Iniesta, he came into his own. Remember, Iniesta prior was, a player who came in. He wasn't even flipping tier 3. This point, man, this guy was tier 2, tier 1. And that's credit to what Pep did. Pep saw in him a player who could be far more than what he was under Rijkaard, Van Gaal, and so forth. Keita was important. Let's just be real here. Keita was a guy who could come in, play the simple ball, but do the nasty work, do the defending, get down and dirty. Yaya Toure, again, he was there. He was useful. He was there to be useful. Again, a guy who had amazing ball control, very tough in midfield, but also was very technically proficient. But I don't think he was really Pep's player, hence why he eventually left. Busquets, another key element, because Busquets was a guy who had amazing footwork. Again, in any situation he could be in, he could easily navigate and get himself away. And by him being brought in specifically by Pep from the B team, you saw how much faith they had in him to be a very integral, pivotal player in the midfield alongside Xavi. And this front three was a cheat code. Well, I don't care what says the front three was a cheat code. Back X X Y R1 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 Z. It was a cheat code. I mean, Messi, Eto'o, Henry. Really? That's a cheat code. Remember, this was Henry coming off of his amazing exploits of the Premier League, where he had established himself as, you know what, I am the greatest Premier League player of all time. Eto'o, a guy at this time who you would argue was the best striker in the world. An argument could be made that at this time, Eto'o was the most feared striker in the world. Messi. Like, 08, 09, I think we all knew that, nah, man, this kid's different. You know, because wait, so 06, 19, 07, 20, 08, 21. So, even by the age of 2021, I think everybody knew that, nah, this guy is going to be that dude. This guy's going to be that dude. But I think a young prodigy mixed with the refined talents of Eto'o and Henry, it was a front three that was just scary, you know, because it was a front three that you had speed in the front three, you had technique, you had dribbling, you had passing quality, and they all worked together. So what one guy couldn't do, the other guy could do very well. So it was very hard to stop these guys. It was very hard to stop these guys, and I think it was nothing more so was proven by that Champions League final. Of course, for them to do that treble was where United were actually playing well prior to Eto'o scoring the goal. But because Barcelona always had that quality, they didn't have to play well to get themselves ahead. It just showed you the amazing individual quality of all these three dudes. So I just think, you know, it was a team. I mean, football had never seen anything like this. They'd never seen anything like that. And I think if Cruyff, like, I think basically, it's almost as if like this was Cruyff's finished work. That Cruyff began the work back in the 70s with Holland and everything, and was walking away. And Pep just said, "Look, man, let me just grab that your utensil," and he just chipped away at the rough edges and say, "Boom, your hand. This the masterpiece that you've been working on." And your hand is like, "Yeah, it is," because the way they kept the ball, moved the ball, created chances, how in tune everybody was. How everybody was on the same wavelength. It was football like we'd never, ever seen before. It was just something that was truly outstanding, and you can't hate. You can't hate. It was annoying to watch. But putting my objective hats on, I've got to sit back and say, you know what Pep set out to do as a young manager, unproven, was amazing. People can say, okay, he had Messi, he had these people and everything, and I would say, okay, well, he did have Lionel Messi, a prodigy. He still built this team. He still implemented his system, and he coached the heck out of this team. You know, and when I looked at them, I was like, how do you beat these dudes? Of course, we saw what happened. We saw what Inter Milan had to do. But at this time, these people, I was like, how do you beat these dudes? How do you beat these dudes? And which is why it was so crazy that you would even, it was crazy and insane how you would try to break this team up. The fact that you did a sub for Eto'o and Ibrahimovic has to be, that is definitely Pep's worst decision. It's on par with his whole man-for-man marking with Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Because again, this team as it was, like if this team was kept as it was next season in the 09-010 season, I don't think they lose. Like this same team against Inter Milan, who would still be stuck with Ibrahimovic, this team wins. So I believe this team, if Eto'o had remained, this team had remained as is, I truly believe this team would have been the first ever team to defend their Champions League crown. That is what I truly believe, because this, it was amazing, because they defensively, in midfield, in attack, it was, because again, remember, this it's not the brick PK that we know of now. This was a peak PK, peak Puyol, who were quality in defense, good on the ball, a rampant Dani Alves who was showing people the Brazilian right back way, a solid Abdel who was tough to get around, and look, I mean, look, it was an outstanding team, an absolutely outstanding flipping team.